Welcome back to Top of the Morning. You know, we love having music on our show almost every day now, but we've never had this particular type of music on our show ever
It was
before.
almost 3 months ago that I got a letter telling me about Bryan Black. They said, you need to hear Bryan Black play the saw. And I thought, gee, I'll bet that's kind of fun. He just plays some fun songs, but he plays very beautiful music. And he is accompanied by the wife of the Dean of Music at Samford University, Faye Black. They are not related at all, but she accompanies him, so we're glad to have her here as well.
Here is Bryan Black on his musical saw playing Always.
Right.
That was very, very nice, Bryan.
Good job,
that
Bryan.
was good. Now, I didn't know that they offered a major in musical song at Samford.
It's a little-known major. Actually, I graduated with an organ degree, and here I am on television playing a hand song. Oh, well.
You were telling us before
what do you least expect?
Okay.
You were telling us before the program that the first time you ever heard of this was in a little newspaper ad that for a dime you could send off and get a catalog or a book on how to learn this.
Saw it in an old farmer's almanac at my grandpa's one summer, and I put my dime in the mail and got the information back and spent all my money for that summer and drove my parents up the wall for a couple of months while I was trying to learn, and have had lots of fun since.
Now, this is not just any saw that you play. This is a professional musical saw, and it even says so right on the saw.
Yes, there's a little company up in Wisconsin that makes these. They've been around since the 20s. It was real popular back in vaudeville days, and it is made out of a little better grade of steel, and it's a little longer and a little more flexible, so you can get a better range. You can go to your garage and try one from your basement, but you'll only get 2 or 3 notes out of it, and that's the only difference.
Mike and I tried one up here the other day, and the saw was so stiff, we couldn't get it to bend very well.
So even knowing how to play it with a regular saw, you wouldn't have a lot of luck with it either.
No, you wouldn't
it does
get
take
much out of it.
Same type of metal? What's the difference?
It's a little bit better grade of steel, so it is more pliable and so forth.
I was touching it, and I know before the show you said don't touch it on one particular side because if the oil and the dirt from your hand gets on it, it kind of messes it up.
That was the side you had your hand on.
I thought so, probably.
You're okay.
I didn't touch it long.
Not long. And her hands aren't that oily.
Well, depends.
You joked about getting a music degree, and now you're end up playing the saw, but you do some other things with your music as well. What are you doing professionally?
That's true. Well, I'm an organist here in town at Pilgrim Congregational Church, and I'm also going to be doing some graduate work in the fall at Samford.
Good for you. Good for you. All right. Do you get many requests to play? Do you play a lot of different functions?
Actually, yes. From time to time, people will call, and they find out about it. I still don't know who wrote the letter 3 months ago, and I intend to track them down.
I have it over here.
If I do find, well, if you give it to me after the show, I'll see them as soon as we're
But you're
through.
glad they did.
Yeah, well, sort of, I guess.
How do you pull off getting the wife of the dean of the music department to play piano for
well,
you?
it's
Faye
kind
back
of funny.
here.
Yes, he directs the choir that I'm a part of there, and we took it off to our annual choir retreat one time, and we worked on it there, and that was the first time we played together.
Right. Well, we're glad to have Mrs. Black with us as well.
You'll be flooded with requests
I'm sure I will be.
to come and play the saw, so just get ready for it.
I'll always credit the Top of the Morning team for my big debut here. Thank you.
Going to play again for us?
Sure, love to.
What's the next song?
Danny Boy.
Oh, Danny Boy.
Oh,
Good.
one of my favorites.
Excellent. Well, thank you for being here.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
Today's Top of the Morning.
We're going to end our show today by sawing it up.
We're going to saw it up, that's right. I've been dying to yell, "Let her rip" to Bryan. He's going to play Stars Fell on Alabama to take us home. Bye-bye.